I'm home. All the time. We finally really did it. You maniac! You blew it up! Oh, damn you! God damn you all to hell!
Hello again, and welcome to this new build tutorial, where you will see some ideas that you could use to build epic movie monuments. On this occasion I wanted to start by building one of the most iconic landmarks in cinema, the ruins of the Statue of Liberty that appear in the astonishing finale of the magnificent 1968 film Planet of the Apes. I hope this inspires you to create yourselves other famous movie monuments and landmarks that you would like to see in your LEGO Fortnite worlds. As always, I build in sandbox mode so that the lack of resources or materials, beyond the free ones or those I have been able to buy or earn, does not limit my purposes. Without further ado, let's begin. The first thing was to do something that made me feel like a film producer. Search for filming locations. I wanted to find a suitable place, abandoned, and similar to the geographical location where that iconic scene from the movie takes place for a better immersion of the viewer. This island seems to be perfect, especially its rocky shores to give a better ruins atmosphere. I just had to find the most suitable spot. That's it, right here. This cluster of rocks is perfect for easily anchor the pieces that I may need to place at an angle, while also providing a suitable frame of reference for the dimensions of the statue. Well, as you can see, in the movie the statue is not completely vertical but it is slightly inclined, so I must emulate it. For this I used the technique that I have traditionally used for angled builds, which is the one I learned from Grindgeek. Here I am building a frame, to be able to approximately calculate the dimensions of the statue so that it will not be so visible from the distance where I am going to start the walk and thus not ruin the surprise factor that the original scene had. I wanted that, from that point of start, only a minimal part of the torch to be visible and nothing more. In this corner there will be the extended arm holding the torch. My plan is to first build the torch at the highest point and from there build the hand, arm, and sleeve. This will also help to calculate the location and height for the shoulders and head, so that they do not look disproportionate. The pieces I'm using for the torch base are part of the Lockheed's Lighthouse set, which is not free. As a free alternative, I can think of a small corner floor piece from the Mos Eisley Marketplace, which is in the free tier of the Star Wars LEGO Pass. I'm adding a second layer of round floor pieces. Then I'm going to crown the torch with a campfire. More striking than using some inanimate piece for the flame. Now I have to build the bottom part of the statue, to check how tall the body should be. I think the body would go up to here. From here up I'm going to build the sleeve. On second thought, I think the body may be a little taller. Now it's time to build the tablet she's holding. It won't be very detailed because I don't have pieces for Roman numerals. But at least I will try to build it inclined, and the hand that holds it and the arm must also go there. The hand. I'll start with the fingers. I must leave a small gap between each of them so that it is also visible from a distance. The fingers should go around from the back to the front of the tablet and behind them I should build the rest of the hand. I've never done this before, I hope I won't fail. Now the rest of the arm. Or something that looks like it in some way. Yeah, that definitely starts looking like a hand for me. I just need to add a thumb, and lengthen the rest of the fingers a little. Now it's the turn for the hand holding the torch, again with its fingers spaced apart. I need to add the thumb and build the rest of the hand, as well as give volume to the arm and sleeve, which look very flat so far. Also, I need to separate the torch itself from the column that I am using as the arm, so that it can be seen that they are independent of each other. Therefore, I need to build another column behind it, which will be the arm, and trim away anything in the front that doesn't belong on the torch. The problem is that the added spaces between the fingers generated a misalignment for the new pieces around them. I will try to solve it gracefully so that it will be not very noticeable. Okay, this clearly looks like an arm coming out of a sleeve and his hand holding a torch, right? I'm going to remove all the other guide columns from the frame because they haven't been needed for a while, and try to give more volume to the other arm. Oh, I almost forgot. I must give volume to the sleeve that was very flat. Now I need to give volume, fill, and sculpt the body a little better. Finally, the head. I think this won't have many details either, like its eyes, nose and mouth or things like that. Anyway, I'll try to shape it as best I can. I also have my doubts about how I'm going to build the crown. I think I'm going to try some curved builds and try to add the spikes to them via angled builds. Unfortunately, for these curved structures I couldn't manage to anchor the pieces to all surfaces, although I tried many times. Therefore, I'll better use flat castle walls. I also think I'm going to need to tilt the head of the statue back a little so that the crown can be seen better from below. To achieve this, I need to install an inclined guide wall that allows me to project it above the statue and thus build the head tilted back. I will take this opportunity to try the technique I learned from the Moonlighter of using elements with curves in its structure as an anchor reference for the angle. In this case I am going to use the new umbrella from the Der Burger set that I recently bought. For this I don't think I've yet seen any equivalent free item, but I'm not 100% sure. I need to carve a little the back of the statue to put the umbrella inside. I now use the tilted thruster as a reference for placing the granite foundation. This is the Mad Puck 66's famous thruster technique for positioning pieces in non-standard alignments. But the novelty now is that, thanks to the findings of the Moonlighter, it is possible also to tilt the positioning with thrusters attached to surfaces with curvature, such as that of the umbrella. The links to the respective videos are in the description of this video on YouTube. I think I must lower the umbrella a little more to be able to anchor the column to the rock. Now that the granite foundation is correctly anchored to the rock, the reference object can be safely destroyed and the space that had been carved before can be refilled. From now on the reference for the head will be the granite foundation anchored to the rock. I'll destroy the head and build a new one, tilted. Now I'll fill the space below the head so that it rests in at least one point on the shoulders, that way I'll be able to destroy the guide walls that currently look too bulky. I want to add some features to the face, and even if it looks less like the face of the Statue of Liberty and more like the face of Bert from Sesame Street, at least it won't look like a solid, sad, flat monolith anymore. I can now finish destroying the remaining guide walls to continue with the construction of the crown. I'm not sure why on the sides I can attach the spikes but not on the front. It might have to do with the double slope on that face tilted both to the side and back, so I have to destroy this castle wall and try it another way. Finally, and after many attempts, I got it. This is the closest I could get to the crown. I hope you had fun watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and tell me your opinion in the comments. A like would also be very gratifying for me.